the sound of hooves pounding against the earth, a wide sky stretching endlessly above. And in the heart of it all, one family, one ranch, one story that refuses to fade. Heartland is coming back. Season 19 is not just another chapter, it's a promise. A promise of love, loss, and hope. And for more than 15 years, Heartland has carried viewers into a world where family, courage, and second chances live side by side. Set against the breathtaking Canadian Rockies, the show has never been just about horses. It has always been about people. The Fleming Bartlett family has grown, struggled, and rebuilt through heartbreaks, triumphs, and the daily challenges of life on the ranch. And fans across the world, from Canada to Europe to Asia, have felt like part of this family too. Season after season, the series has stayed true to its roots, showing us how even the toughest storms can be weathered with love, trust, and determination. When viewers tune in, they don't just see a show. They see memories, the ranch dinners around the wooden table, the long rides through open fields, the quiet moments between Amy and her horses, the strength of Jack as the family's backbone, and the never-ending pull of the land itself, steady, untamed, and alive. Heartland has always had a special kind of magic. It doesn't rely on flashy effects or over-the-top drama. Instead, it speaks softly and deeply, reminding us that life is built on small, honest moments. A smile shared, a hand extended in forgiveness, a new foal taking its first steps. That's why fans keep coming back, season after season. It's not just entertainment, it's comfort, it's connection, it's home. Now, with season 19 on the horizon, the legacy feels stronger than ever. CBC's longest-running family drama isn't slowing down. It's finding new ways to grow, just like its characters. The past has brought heartbreaks and healing, but the future promises even more. More stories, more challenges, and more reasons to fall in love with Heartland all over again, or the Alberta sky. The wind moves across the fields of Hudson, carrying with it both memories and whispers of what's to come. In season 19 of Heartland, the story does not simply continue, it evolves. Every frame, every storyline, feels like a turning page in a book we've been reading together for nearly 2 decades. But this new chapter holds more weight, more change, and more unspoken truths waiting to surface. At the center of it all is Amy Fleming. She has grown from a spirited young girl with a gift for horses into a woman whose strength is measured not only in how she tames the wild, but in how she carries the fragile pieces of her family. This season, Amy's journey deepens. She faces new trials that test not just her bond with horses, but her ability to guide others through storms they cannot face alone. The ranch becomes a place of both healing and conflict, reminding us that even home can feel unfamiliar when change comes knocking. But Amy isn't alone in this journey. Jack, the steady heart of Heartland, must confront what it means to hold a family together as time reshapes everything around him. His wisdom and resilience are unmatched, but even the strongest pillars can be shaken. Lou, balancing leadership, motherhood, and her own identity, finds herself at a crossroads, torn between what she wants for herself and what her family needs from her. And Tim, ever fiery, wrestles with mistakes of the past while trying to carve a path forward that proves he has grown, even if the shadows of yesterday linger. What makes season 19 feel so different is the undercurrent of transformation. Characters who once seemed unshakable now face questions that have no easy answers. Relationships are tested, old wounds are reopened, and yet there's hope, always hope. Through breathtaking landscapes and heartfelt storytelling, season 19 invites us to remember why Heartland has endured. Because it shows us the beauty in resilience, the strength in family, and the courage it takes to embrace change. This is not just another season. It's a mirror reflecting our own lives back at us. The choices, the losses, the joys, the small victories, it's all there, woven into the ranch, the horses, and the family we've grown to love. Season 19 promises to remind us of one powerful truth. No matter how uncertain the road, home is where the heart always finds its way back. The days feel longer when you're waiting for something you love, Every fan of Heartland knows that feeling. The countdown between seasons, the wondering of what's next, the quiet anticipation that grows with each passing week. Season 19 has been whispered about, speculated on, and dreamed of since the last chapter closed. And now, the wait is finally over. Imagine the ranch at sunrise, the sky painted in gold, horses grazing in the distance, the silence just before the world wakes. That is what this moment feels like, the calm before the thunder of hooves. Because soon the gates will open again, and we'll step back into Hudson as if we never left. Mark the calendars. Write it down. Tell your friends. Heartland Season 19 will arrive in 2025 on CBC. It's more than a premiere date. It's a promise that the story continues, stronger than ever, carrying the weight of nearly 2 decades of laughter, tears, and unforgettable moments. For longtime fans, it's like reuniting with family. For new viewers, it's the perfect moment to join the ride. But this isn't just about when the season airs. It's about what the date represents. It's about connection across oceans and continents, with fans tuning in from living rooms around the world. It's about tradition, families gathering on the couch week after week to share stories that feel like their own. It's about the certainty that, even in a world full of change, there are still places we can return to. When the clock strikes and that first episode airs, it will feel like coming home. The familiar theme music, the wide-open landscapes, the characters stepping back into our lives. It will be a season worth waiting for, not just because of the date, but because of everything it stands for. Hope, resilience, and the reminder that no matter where we go, the heart always leads us back. Season 19 of Heartland, 2025. CBC. The countdown begins now. The faces of Heartland are more than just characters on a screen. They are family, etched into the hearts of fans who have grown alongside them for almost 2 decades. And as Season 19 approaches, these familiar voices and smiles return, ready to carry us deeper into a story that feels both timeless and brand new. First, there's Amber Marshall as Amy Fleming. From the beginning, Amy has been the soul of Heartland, a bridge between the wild spirit of the horses and the fragile spirit of people. Her quiet strength, her unwavering compassion, her ability to see what others cannot, these have defined the series. In Season 19, Amy's journey is not just about healing animals. It's about healing people, and perhaps healing herself in ways she never expected. Beside her stands Sean Johnston as Jack Bartlett, the Rock, the grandfather whose wisdom carries the weight of generations. Fans know that Jack doesn't just anchor the ranch, he anchors the entire story. In this season, Jack faces the one thing even he cannot outrun: time. His fight is not against the land or the hardships of ranch life. It is against change itself, and it will test him in ways that feel painfully real. Michelle Morgan returns as Lou Fleming, ever torn between responsibility and desire. Lou has always been a force, determined, protective, and unafraid of speaking her truth. But in Season 19, she faces choices that may redefine her role not just within the ranch, but within herself. And then, there's Chris Potter as Tim Fleming, bold, stubborn, and imperfect. For years, fans have loved and argued with Tim in equal measure. But in this new season, his past choices cast longer shadows. Will he prove he has grown? Or will old habits threaten to pull him back? But it doesn't end there. Heartland has always made room for fresh voices, new characters who bring both challenge and change to the ranch. Season 19 promises new faces, guest stars, and stories that weave seamlessly into the world fans already know so well. These additions are not here to replace. They are here to expand, to test, to stir the pot, and to remind us that life on the ranch is never still. So as the curtain rises on Season 19, the cast stands together, old and new, familiar and fresh. The people we've laughed with, cried with, and rooted for will return to our screens, carrying us back into a story that is, at its core, about family. Because Heartland has never just been about horses or even about ranch life. It has been about us, our struggles, our dreams, our bonds. And this cast, with every look, every word, every pause, continues to prove why Heartland is not just a show. It's a legacy. The ranch has always been more than land. It is memory. It is history. It is the place where heartbreak turns into healing, where storms give way to sunlight, and where family is tested but never truly broken. Season 19 of Heartland will remind us why we keep coming back. Not because everything is perfect, but because even in the cracks, love still shines through. Picture the mountains at dusk. The horizon blurs as the sky fades into shades of fire and shadow. Horses run free, their silhouettes cutting against the last light of day. And in the quiet, you hear it. The heartbeat of Heartland. It's steady, unyielding, a rhythm that connects us across distance and time. That is what this new season promises. The familiar pulse of a story we know, carrying us toward moments we could never expect. But this season is not just about what's next. It's about what remains. The bonds that hold us together, the lessons learned in silence, the courage found in the face of change. Every character, every line, every frame will carry the weight of nearly 2 decades of storytelling. And just when you think you know what's coming, Heartland will remind you, life always finds a way to surprise us. So as the sun sets on the prairie, a new dawn is waiting to rise. Season 19 is not the end. It's the continuation of a journey that still has so much left to give. And with every step, every challenge, and every tear, there will also be joy. Because at its core, Heartland has always been about hope. The countdown has begun. The ranch gates are opening once more. The family is waiting, and the story that captured the world will ride again. Heartland Season 19, 2025, CBC, where old bonds grow stronger and new stories begin. The ride does not end when the trailer fades. It begins with you, the fans who have kept Heartland alive for 19 unforgettable seasons. Every episode watched, every tear shed, every cheer for the Fleming Bartlett family has built this legacy. And now, as Season 19 approaches, the story belongs to you as much as it does to the cast, the ranch, and the land itself. Think of this as more than a show. Think of it as a gathering, where viewers from across the world come together around one fire, one story, one family. From Canada to Europe, from living rooms to streaming screens, Heartland has crossed borders and broken barriers, uniting people with its message of resilience, compassion, and home. That's the power of a legacy this long, and this loved. But the heart of Heartland beats stronger when fans share in the journey. So don't just watch, be part of it. Spread the word. Share the trailer. Tell a friend who has never seen an episode to start now. Post your theories, your favorite moments, your hopes for Season 19. Because this is more than television. It's a family you can belong to, no matter where you are, and when the premiere arrives in 2025, make it count. Gather together, rewatch your favorite seasons, relive the highs and lows that led us here. And when that first new episode begins, remember, you are stepping back into a world that feels like home. Heartland Season 19 is more than a return. It's a reminder that no matter how far we drift, no matter how heavy life feels, there is always a place where love runs deep, where the land still listens, and where the heart always finds its way back. So saddle up. The countdown is over. The next ride begins now. The story of Heartland has never been about endings. It has always been about continuations, about carrying forward what matters most. Season after season, we've watched lives intertwine, families grow, and bonds survive storms that seemed unbreakable. And now, with Season 19 on the horizon, that legacy shines brighter than ever. This isn't just another premiere date on the calendar. It's a reunion with characters who feel like old friends, with landscapes that look like home, with a story that refuses to let go of our hearts. Every ride across the fields, every quiet conversation at the ranch, every challenge met with courage. These moments remind us why Heartland has lasted nearly 2 decades. But this next chapter, it feels different. It feels bigger. It feels like the culmination of all the years that came before, while still daring to step into uncharted territory. That is what makes Season 19 so powerful. It honors the past while embracing the future. So when the screen fades to black and the words appear, Heartland, Season 19, 2025, only on CBC. Remember this: you are not just watching a show, you are part of a legacy. You are part of a family, and the journey, far from over, is only just beginning. Heartland, Season 19. The story continues. The heart remains. The ride goes on.